Hello everyone, this is Isabel. I'm at ITW 2023 and today I'm joined by a good friend of mine, the one and only Anurag Aggarwal, is Chief Growth Officer at Globe Teleservices. Anurag, welcome to my hot seat finally.
Thank you, Isabel. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be here.
So last week I was on your podcast, so I was your victim. Now this week you're my victim.
Absolutely. That's what we call a bilateral business in our deal.
Okay. A good way to put it. So I think you will agree with me. In the last few years, we've seen a spike in CPaaS services, demand for CPaaS services. Do you think this is going to last, or is just a blip, something that is an anomaly?
Oh, I think ever since the pandemic hit us and we've had the lockdown and customer communication has shifted from a human interface to an electronic interface, I think that CPaaS will only grow in leaps and bounds from here. There is a lot which is happening in this space. Companies are innovating continuously. A lot of two-way conversational commerce is increasing using CPaaS. And I think in the future, there'll be so many more use cases of CPaaS that the industry will just explode.
Okay. And we're at the wholesale conference this week. What do you think is the biggest challenge in wholesale at the moment?
Well, in the messaging space, if I have to say, and I think we all know it, the biggest challenge today is artificial inflation of traffic. Recently, the analyst Mobile Squared actually brought out a report which showed that up till about 40% of the messaging traffic flowing today might be artificially generated. That's actually making OTTs move away from messaging as a channel of trust, and they're moving to alternate options. So I would always implore everyone in the ecosystem to watch out for this and find ways to eradicate this challenge so that the industry continues to prosper.
And I think it's a similar number in the voice business. So yes, I think I would agree with that number. And you're the Chief Growth Officer. Where do you see the growth coming for your company in the next few years?
Well, I think it's going to be a mix of both, CPaaS and international wholesale. From a CPaaS perspective, we're doing a lot to build our CPaaS platforms and onboard enterprises with a number of new services like silent authentication and consent management. At the same time, we are working closely with the operators across firewalling, additional CPaaS platforms, blockchain technology, and even something what we call customer intelligence platform. So from that perspective, there's a lot happening in GTS and our technology arm called GTS Tech Labs, and we expect this to further grow in the coming days.
So you'll be busy, Anurag.
Oh yeah, that's why I joined here, and I look forward to being as busy as I can be.
So I'm going to say one word, and you're going to tell me the first word that comes to your mind. Ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. CPaaS.
Connections.
Growth.
Anurag.
Future.
The future is definitely CPaaS for sure, and I see this growing a lot in the coming days. So yeah, okay. CPaaS.
Anurag.
Inevitable. Watch the space for more.
And of course, hot.
That's an interesting one. I always think of two things. Firstly, we have a dear little hot telecom out here, Isabel. So it's hot for me. And secondly, my own podcast, Humans of Telecom, that's also hot. So these are the two phrases which come to my mind when we say hot.
And I agree. What you do is so important because it's all about people at the end of the day. Yeah? We're an industry full of great people, and it's very important that we know more about, the behind the scene of these great people. So thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to do something like that.
Yeah, I always feel that we need to go beyond work and look at the human side of things. And that's what my podcast is about. Thank you for being a part of it. And I hope other people from the industry can also take a chance to be here and show the human side beyond what we see in the conferences today.
Anurag, thank you for a great interview. I knew it was going to be a great interview, and it was. So thank you very much. And I hope you have a great ITW.
Thank you. And I wish you the same. And to all the viewers out here, keep following HOTShot interviews. There's a lot which keeps happening out here. Thank you.
Thank you, Anurag.
Thank you.
Everyone, thank you for watching. And until my next HOTShot.